Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Laura or Hawkblood and I hope you all are doing okay. I have some big plans for the next months in regards of video topics, and a lot of stuff is just already planned and I'm very excited to work on these projects. However, today's video wasn't planned at all. In fact, you were never supposed to see the speed paint or the art that was created at all, because I hate it. I am not proud of this piece in any way, shape or form. I just dislike this artwork. I, in fact, dislike a lot of art I created within the past 9 months. And it really hurts me to see myself so hateful and almost repulsed of maybe 80% of the art I created this year alone. As someone who usually loves their art, even the ones that aren't good, I always saw the good in my art before. This disliking towards my own art hits different. And I know a lot of artists struggle with actually liking or just seeing the good within their art. My partner and I recently watched The Menu. He already saw the movie and knew exactly what he was getting me into. He obviously knew of my decline of passion towards art. And oh well, that movie moved me in a different way. It made me think a lot. So much so that I decided to restore the footage you're watching in this very moment and talk about it. As the movie states between all the comedic and horrific scenes, expectations are what kill the passion for the art you create. There are so many reasons why artists start to hate their work or fall into art block even. And they all are at the baseline irrational. Because in the end we're talking about art, the only phenomenon that doesn't contain any set rules or scientific measurements or formulas. Expectations are what kills the spirit of any artist, what kills the growth of an artist. And believe me when I say that, I thought about it long enough. And while I cannot present or guarantee a seamless theory, let me give you some examples that hopefully illustrate what I mean. So, why do people even start to dislike their works? I think the most common one that is almost always the core of disliking one's art is just the overall thing of comparing your own art to art of others. You see all these stylistic choices and techniques in another's art and wish to master them for yourself, but you probably aren't skilled enough yet. So you feel miserable about your own art because you expect to master a specific style from the go. We oftentimes forget that our taste and recognition of mistakes develops faster than certain skills, especially in drawing. Also, our brain just works that way. Our brain is wired to recognize anomalies and mistakes in specific and repetitive patterns. That is why learning to draw anatomy, for example, is such a hard thing to do. Your brain learns to recognize oddities faster than you learn to correctly portray and draw anatomically correct bodies. This results in your anatomy always looking weird in the beginning, and you feel like you will never master it. Additionally, we are expecting progress to be linear, when in reality progress can be an up and down journey, a very drastic one even. We tend to forget that drawing is just another skill our brain and body has to learn. Just like with sports, we're training muscles. Our arm, wrist and fingers need to adapt to the very fine and precise movements we perform during painting and drawing. The brain works like a muscle as well. Lots of training will strengthen it, make things easier. Overtraining will hurt it, so you have to take a break or you will lose all progress. Stopping the training will result in a decrease of those skills because we're not using them anymore. We're not gradually improving. There are times where we just cannot perform art due to physical and mental exhaustion. We forget that to create art you also need the mental capacity because art inherently relies on your brain. Hand-eye coordination is lots of work for your brain. You see things and you reproduce them with your arm. Your arm is just the extension of your brain, especially if you're working without reference. You have to think of so many stuff while drawing and need to remember it. So much theory, colors, composition, anatomy, different techniques, how the medium you're working with behaves, how the object you're drawing feels like, looks like, acts like, light sources, and so much more. Art is something extremely mentally challenging for your brain. Have you heard that mental illness is placed in the same area of the brain that is active when we are creating art? That is why artists oftentimes struggle with mental illnesses. You need lots of mental capacity to be creating art. If you're mentally drained, it's very likely that you won't be making the art or art in the quality you would be expecting from yourself. This is what happened to me. Due to me being mentally drained and always on edge the past year due to my finals, other hardships like family loss, chronic illness within friends, and some other stuff, I wasn't able to create the art I used to make. You can tell that if you look at the art or lack of art I created this year alone. My art from this year sucks. My skills decreased because I barely drew during my exams. I need to rebuild them. What I want to say is that a person's artistic skill is related to so many things, and you will stagnate or become worse again in those skills at some point. Your taste will change quicker than your style and skill does at some point. Your art will suck at some point. You will hate it. And don't even start to try to make your art appealing to everyone. You cannot expect that. That is not the point of art. This is why it's okay if your art sucks. Art isn't expected to be pretty or appealing all of the time. Art can range from pretty to hideous to ugly to scary to pointless. Literally pointless. Art has no higher meaning of being fucking art and evoking some or no emotion in the viewer of that art. I recently went to an art exhibit with my partner as well, and I saw really pretty sculptures and paintings that were well thought through and had a deeper meaning, but I also saw very bad artwork ripped out of a sketchbook with aggressive notes on it. I saw a guy bouncing his balls in a VHS television that was playing classical music so loud that I got a headache. I saw a massive iron cucumber. I saw pretty landscapes and skeleton horses. I saw women piss against the wall and a guy with a pig's brain on his uncensored dick. So why the fuck do you care if you drew your character with two right hands again because, oh fuck drawing hands. Maybe this is the piece of you that will later be displayed in a museum. Expect the unexpected. I don't believe the artist with the torn sketchbook page expected that to be hung up in an exhibition. And even if it's just for a quick laugh, why do you care? You cannot please everyone anyway, so why do you care? It doesn't matter. Better make bad art that is worth being laughed at than boring art, right? But also without boring art, we wouldn't appreciate interesting art. Even boring art is just that. Art. Coming to the artwork you're seeing right now, for those who recognized her, it's a fan art of Ziani, who I love and adore a lot. And I just feel like my artwork of her does not do her any justice. Ziani has a very strong and defined facial shape with very clear expressions, and I just feel like I wasn't able to capture it at all. The colors are odd. I didn't hit the composition and placement correctly, and the worst, I didn't even have fun creating this piece because I was so stressed out due to an upcoming maths exam. Damn, I even failed creating this piece twice. I made 2 attempts of this piece, one in gouache, which I didn't even finish, and the one you're seeing right now. Don't even try to give me a compliment on this piece because that won't change how I view it. If you like it, great. I don't. It doesn't matter anyways. It's art. I was expecting to create a one-on-one replication of the reference. I expected too much and I failed, and that's okay. I now don't expect anything of this artwork anymore. I don't even expect this video to be aesthetic or cute because of it. I don't expect this video to be good or hit a certain view or like number as well. Damn, maybe you're sitting there thinking, What the fuck is this person trying to tell me? I hate her voice, her accent is annoying, and her drawing indeed sucks. All of her drawings suck. And then you give this video a dislike, expecting me to feel bad about it, but in the end, I don't care, because it doesn't matter. It's art. Yet you're still sitting there not knowing what to think of this video, the drawing, or me. So with that, thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay hydrated, especially during these hot temperatures, and continue to create bad art.